every sector has, I think, positive fundamentals looking forward. And I hope we'll be packed with people and great topics.
Just a few brief remarks. I think energy security has emerged.
Unfortunately, I cannot attend physically this year.
CEO of Flex LNG. That's the speculative asset play.
Where we portfolio effects which you use to manage the potential.
They're not interested in the commodity play. They're not the
industry reaching net zero emissions by 2050.
And so we have to keep the whole sparkling clean point there, right? They do value decarbonization efforts now of total emissions, which actually means from the owner's perspective. I think for owners, can finish it 15,000 TU.
account manager for EBS. We're a 150-year-old.
I think that the market is going to there.
Looking at our mix,
Mainly just replacement capacity. Normally you would see some.
The good thing is that shipping is thriving.
We're going to keep things a little more high level here. Robert will be on the product side and say the sting if you want to say it that way.
Benefiting the shipping sectors itself.
Thank you.
I see in dry bulk, I think rates are going to be better.
Startups as well as
New ETS management tool.
Anywhere we in a recession, we're still moving stuff, right?
Various owners and fleets.
about your platform and products.
Even more happily doing the traditional business we always did. So we expect the non-bank market to continue to grow.
and from banks.
I think that this is just one means for us to do so, and I think that
It was up to Navigator, and they end up having their best 12.
all the biomass, and you know, if you replace that with LPG.
Opening comments. Look, one of the things that drives this increasing demand for LPG
It looks like it's going to continue.
At 50, at 100 million tons, pick your number.
When the world's leading shipping companies choose to list on the New York Stock Exchange,
new platform, we can just go down the road.
The balance sheet over the last few years.
that do have an underpinning of
Would never have seen that, but the ability to do a 1.1 million.
And a willing seller. And so I think some of the sort of
The equity markets, debt capital markets, M&A and advisory. We're leading raising equity.
Head for long haul to Asia. So you have a ton milestone.
Obviously, the future is uncertain.
Powerful about not having.
We're going to, it's at the lower end right now in terms of where we're looking.
Yeah. You look at the valuations here, EV to EBITDA higher, indicating a
We have a lot of great one-on-ones.
really good quality, and I think the ones we have scheduled for the afternoon equally so.
But, thank you that the teamwork paid off.
14th, and my time in the tango, as Nick said, that we brought the primary diversity challenge facing numerous industry groups with the Global Center for Maritime Decarbonization.
October 3rd in Athens.
But along with those challenges, there's opportunities, and that's the way I hopefully came across today as hopeful that there are solutions going forward.
To get right in it, we'll start with Yannis.
Shown us that we don't know what's around the corner.
Having a strong board, having
and also the ultramaxes lately that they have this volatility that we are
Said it's not like COVID.
It's a pleasure to be here because you feel connected with what's happening in the biggest economy of the world.
Gagan from